Hi students, I welcome you to online class. In the last class we studied about triangles. In today's class we are going to learn about the types of quadrilaterals and its properties. Before seeing the types of quadrilaterals, we will see the definition of the quadrilateral. In equilibrium plane geometry, a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 edges and 4 vertices. The types of quadrilaterals are, we studied kite, trapezium, parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle and square. Now we will see the properties of quadrilaterals. In this, the first one is parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral with opposite sides are parallel and equal. That means the opposite sides EF and LI are parallel and equal. Opposite angles are equal and sum of any two adjacent angles is 180 degree. Here we have 4 pairs of adjacent angles. Next, diagonals bisects each other. That is EI and LF bisects each other. Next we will see rhombus. In rhombus, all sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. That means here we have 4 sides, all the 4 sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. Next, coming to the angles, opposite angles are equal and sum of any two adjacent angles is 180 degree. Here opposite angles are equal. Next, in the diagonals bisects each other at right angles. Next quadrilateral is trapezium. Here one pair of opposite sides are parallel. That means AB and CD are parallel here. Then the angles at the ends of each non-parallel sides are supplementary. That means angle A and D, if you add these two, you will get 180. Diagonals need not be equal. Next, isosceles trapezium. Here one pair of opposite sides are parallel and non-parallel sides are equal in length. That means TB and SC are equal in length. The angles at the ends of each parallel sides are equal. The angles at the each ends of parallel sides, that is angle T and S are equal, angle B and C are equal. Next, for diagonals are of equal length. Here if you draw the diagonals, both the diagonals are equal in length. The next quadrilateral is kite. Here two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. That means the shorter side are equal and the longer sides are equal, and one pair of opposite angles are equal. That means angle E is equal to G, F equal to H. Then diagonals intersect at right angles. Like the rhombus, kite also diagonals intersect at right angles. Shorter diagonal bisect longer diagonal. That means FH is bisect by EG. Then longer diagonal divides the kite into two congruent triangles. Next we will see the theorem 1. In this, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. First we have to draw a parallelogram ABCD. So given is ABCD is a parallelogram. What we have to prove is AB equal to CD and DA equal to BC. For that we have to construct join AC. Proof is, since ABCD is a parallelogram and AC is transversal, here AD is parallel to BC, so the alternate angles are equal. Here the alternate angles are angle DAC equal to angle BCA. Like that, AB is parallel to DC. Look at this, here DAC equal to BCA. Like that, AB is parallel and AC is transversal. Here also alternate angles are equal. Angle BAC equal to angle DCA. So in a triangle ADC and CBA, two angles are equal and one side is common. AC is a common side. So using the property of ASA, angle side angle, both the triangles are congruent. Triangle ADC is congruent to triangle CBA. So by the corresponding sides are equal property, we can say AD equal to CB and DC is equal to BA. Next, in the theorem 2, a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Here using the theorem 1, angle DAC equal to angle BCA and angle BAC equal to angle DCA. Hence we see in the above figure, if you add the left hand side BCA plus BAC, you will get DCA plus DAC, both are equal. So here angle B plus angle BCA plus angle BAC equal to 180 degree. If you draw a diagonal AC, angle B, angle BCA, angle BAC equal to 180. Like that, angle D plus angle DCA plus angle DAC equal to 180 degree. In this, if you add those two, here all this are gets cancelled, angle B equal to D. We arrive the answer angle B equal to D. Therefore, the opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. Similarly, we can find A equal to C. Next, theorem 3 says the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Here we no need to prove this, just read the statement and keep it in the mind. Then the theorem 4 says the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Then the theorem 5, parallelogram of same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. So look at the diagram here. Here ABCD is a parallelogram and EFCD is another parallelogram. Both are having the same base CD and both are between the two parallels AF and CD. So the area of ABCD equal to area of EFCD. Next, the corollary is triangles on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. Look at the figure. Here triangle ABD and ABC are the triangles on the same base AB and between the same parallels. So area of ADB equal to area of triangle ABC.
Now in the exercise 4.2, the first sum is the angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 2:4:5:7. Find all the angles. Here the angles are given in the ratio. So first we are going to assume that the angles as 2x, 4x, 5x and 7x. Let the angles be 2x, 4x, 5x and 7x. We know that the sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degree. We know that the sum of all the angles in a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So if I add these four angles, 2x plus 4x plus 5x plus 7x equal to 360. If you add these four, you will get 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 4 16, 16 plus 2 18. 18x is equal to 360. So x is equal to 360 divided by 18, which gives 20. So the value of x is 20. So the first angle is 2x, which is 2 into 20, which gives 40 degree. The second angle is 4 into x, that is 4 into 20, which gives 80 degree. Then the third angle is 5 into x, that is 5 into 20, which gives 100 degree. Then the fourth angle 7x, 7 into 20, which is 140 degree. So these are the 4 angles. Next, in the second sum, in a quadrilateral ABCD, angle A equal to 72 degree, angle C is the supplement of angle A. The other two angles are 2x minus 10 and x plus 4. Find the value of x and measures of all the angles. In a quadrilateral, we have 4 angles. One of the angle A is equal to 72 degree. Angle C is the supplement of A. That means 180 minus angle A. That is 180 minus 72 degree gives 108. So the angle C equal to 108. The remaining two angles are given as 2x minus 10 and x plus 4. The remaining angles are B. Let us assume that B and D. So if you add all these 4 angles, you will get 360 degree. The sum of all the angles in a quadrilateral is 360. So what is A here? 72 degree. What is B? 2x minus 10. What is angle C? 108. Angle D is x plus 4, which is equal to 360 degree. Now add the angles. 108 plus 72, 180, 180 plus 4, 184, 184 minus 10, 174. 2x plus x gives 3x equal to 360 degree. 3x is equal to 360 degree minus 174. And subtracting these two, 10 minus 4 gives 6, 5, 15 minus 7 gives 8, 2 minus 1 gives 1. So 3x is equal to 186. So x is equal to 186 degree by 3, which is 62. The value of x. They ask you to find the value of x. So x is equal to 62 degree. Then we have to find the measures of remaining two angles. That is angle B and D. Already A and C is find out. Angle B equal to 2x minus 10, which is 2 into 62 degree minus 10. 2 into 62 gives 124 minus 10, that is 114 degree. Like that, angle D is equal to x plus 4, that is 62 plus 4, which is equal to 66. Therefore, the angles are, what are the 4 angles? The first one is 72 degree, and the B is 114, C is 108, D is 66. So these are the 4 angles. Okay, in the third sum, ABCD is a rectangle whose diagonals AC and BD intersects at O. Angle OAB equal to 46 degree. Find angle OBC. Okay, first I am going to take a rectangle. So this is a rectangle with vertices A, B, C, D. Here two diagonals AC and BD intersects at O. If two diagonals intersects at O, then one of the angle is given as 46 degree. OAB is given as 46 degree. They ask you to find this angle OBC. This angle. We know that all the angles in a rectangle are 90 degree. All these angles are 90. 90, 90, 90. Like that here also 90. Okay, if you use the property of rectangles, these two sides and these two sides, all the sides are equal in length. Diagonals intersect each other and equal in length. So these two sides are equal, these two sides are equal, these two sides are equal, these two sides are equal. So OA equal to OB. Using the property of isosceles triangle, if two sides are equal, then these two angles are equal. So this angle is also 46 degree. So in a rectangle, ABCD is a rectangle. AC and BD intersect at O. Angle OAB is given as 46 degree. Here OA equal to OB equal to OC equal to OD. So in a triangle OAB, angle OAB equal to angle OBA, which is 46 degree. So this is 46 degree. But the total angle of B is 90. So if you split this B as two angles, OBA plus OBC, we can split this as two angles, OBA plus OBC, which is equal to 90 degree. In this, we know that OBA equal to 46 degree. So you can find the angle OBC by subtracting with 90. 90 minus 46 degree gives 44 degree. So therefore the angle OBC equal to 44 degree. Next, in the fourth sum, the length of the diagonals of a rhombus are 12 cm and 16 cm. Find the side of the rhombus. Okay, here I am going to draw a rhombus. In rhombus, all sides are equal. We know that all sides are equal. Here A, B, C, D is a rhombus. In this, the diagonals are given. One of the diagonal is 12, the other one is 16. If AC is equal to 12 and BD is equal to 16, those two intersect at O. So we know that here ABCD is a rhombus. AC and BD intersects at O. Here AC is equal to 12 cm and BD equal to 16 cm. Diagonals bisect each other at right angles. We know that diagonals bisects each other at right angles. So this will be right angle, and this 12 cm is split into 6. So OA equal to 6 cm, OC equal to 6 cm. Like that, here OB equal to 8 cm and OD is also 8 cm. Here 6 and here 8. Consider this right angle triangle. In a right angled triangle OAD, you can consider any triangle, this or any one of the right angle triangle. By using the Pythagoras theorem, OA square plus OD square equal to AD square. What is OD? OA 6 square plus 8 square equal to AD square. 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64. If you add those two, you will get 100. AD square is equal to 100. So AD is equal to 10. So the side of a rhombus is 10 cm. In rhombus, all sides are equal. So it is enough for you to find one side.
Okay students, with this I taught 4 sums in the exercise 4.2 and I gave you the 5th sum as homework. Write down all the 5 sums in your assignment note. If you have any doubt, contact me. Thank you and enjoy the day.